And just to tell you, with these pants, you're going to have to either wear a thong or no panties at all. Which I know, like, a lot of girls don't like that. But, you know, there's some out there that do. Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to be telling you guys that I just did another DIY, and it is Halloween inspired, but it's also inspired by Fast and the Furious. Just guess who I am. Like, do these pants don't tell enough? So yes, I am going to be making a costume inspired by Suki off of Fast and the Furious. I decided to use her as my inspiration. She is so badass, like, I can't lie. I remember the first time I saw her on Fast and the Furious. I was so young, but I was like, damn, like, she's bad. So decided to just do a little inspiration, because to be honest, like, it's my opinion, but I don't think I found any other girl that's during the Fast and the Furious Chronicles from 1 to 9 that's really caught my eye. I'm like, yo, she's badass. Other than Ramsey. Ramsey, she's badass, but Suki was just a different type of badass. I don't know how to explain it. But no further ado, I'm going to show you how I made these pants, and then we're going to go on to the face and just show you how I got this look. So stay tuned. Yes, I actually got this in the mail yesterday, and I ordered my fabric from Moods. It is fuchsia heavy scuba knit and suede, and I bought 2.5 yards, which is $16 a yard. So I technically spent about $50 for this baby, but it's worth it. I actually love buying materials from Moods, and one day I will be sponsored by them. Got to speak stuff into existence, but it is super soft. I just love it. Now let's get on to these pants. So I'm going to use 2 sets of pants to get this flare look. So I have these straight leg pants that I got from Walmart in the same size that these flare pants are, and I just connected them together to get that look. So I actually connect them close to the knee area where the straight will turn out flare, if that makes sense, because I didn't have a straight flared pants that kind of matched the material that I have, and that was my big thing. So now I'm gonna start cutting out the pattern of the pants. So when you're doing this, you want to make sure the crotch is actually a crotch in the front, and then the crotch in the back has more of a slope, just because, you know, your butt is bigger than your front area because we do have butts back there. So yeah, I honestly learned that from a YouTuber with Wendy. I love watching her. So most of my stuff that I learned is mainly from YouTube. Some is from I picked up just by making mistakes. But yeah, so this is what it is. Now that the front is cut out, and you see I have 2, I'm going to start working on the back. And basically, now that I have a stencil, which is the front, I can just cut this at a regular point without connecting the flare out pants. if you understand what I'm saying. If not, you can just continue watching and you'll kind of get the point of what I'm doing, because I was more afraid of connecting it in the wrong way and it's not going to come out even. So now where the crotch connect on each front and back, I'm going to start sewing it down, and then I'm going to start working on the cutouts. So now that the crotches are connected and sewn together, whatever you call it, now I'm going to start working on my cutouts. So now I'm going to use a tracer that you can use. You can even use a chalk to trace out these pants, but I basically had to look out, well, I had to look at a type of picture of the pants to get more of a idea where these cuts are going to be. And again, you don't have to make it exact, but you know, as long as you get the point when you look at it. So that's all that mattered to me. So after I trace them out, you want to start cutting down with some scissors. and basically you're just gonna cut down where you traced at. Pas de soleil, 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 pas de soleil. Now that the openings are cut out, now I'm going to pin all the cutouts so I can hem them. So excuse my ratchet way of pinning things down. I just lost all my pins from moving. I ordered some from Amazon, but to the point, this is how it's going to look basically, and I'm just going to get everything to look like that one cutout. So let's get to sewing down these cutouts. So everything is now hemmed, and all it does is just take a simple straight stitch and sew it down the direction of the cutout. So now it's time to sew these pants together. I'm going to start sewing the sides and the inner sides of the pants, and then the inner side is where the crotch is at. So when it comes to sewing pants, my main focus is making sure the crotch are aligned. So now that all that is done and the pants are put together, I'm going to start working on the waistline. And the waistline is pretty tricky because I'm actually sewing a V waistline. So I'm going to link down the YouTuber that I got this idea from, because I'm not going to take credit for this, and honestly, it's a easy technique once you get it, but it's going to take time for you to understand. So my best advice is to just click the link down below and just watch her video after you finish my video. So yes, I'm just going to cross it over and then pin it and then cut off the excess piece. And that's what you do to both sides. So I promise, like, the lady will explain it better. Pas de soleil, 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 pas de soleil. So now I'm just going to try on the pants, and they actually fit really good. I'm so surprised. And you can see the V shape, and yeah, wow, they fit really well. Like, I can't lie, I'm very surprised, just because it's been a while since I have sewn, and I'm just surprised. That's it. But yeah, so the only thing now is that I have to work on these pants because they're kind of long. So I'm going to have to cut off some length and basically just finish up these pants. So I did what I said, which is cut off the bottom a little bit more, and I did a slit and hem the slit. And now it's time to add those eyelets on. And I already added some already, just to get started and get an idea how I want these to be placed. But they're very simple. So all you're going to need is a eyelet puncher and some eyelets. You need a pen or a marker and some scissors and a ruler, which I use my tape, measuring tape, and matching suede cord, which I got from Amazon. So first you want to just measure where you want your eyelets to be placed and mark them down. Now you're just going to cut like 2 slits like in a plus sign so you can insert the eyelid and punch it in. And that's honestly it. So it's basically a repetitive technique when it comes to these pants. And as long as you know where you want to put these eyelets at, you're pretty much doing the same thing over and over again until you're done. Once the hole punching of the eyelets are done, now you can add in the string. So basically you want to kind of overly measure because you can always cut it off, but you want to just lace it on like you're lacing a pair of sneakers, if that makes sense. Yeah. So my camera basically cut off when I was doing this, but you get the process. It's just like lacing up some shoes, and you just do like a knot here and your hole is laced. And honestly, I am very shocked. It's really nice. So this is what I'm going to do to this hole. Then I do have to do it to these right here. And then I got the holes in the back. So I will finish up this one, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to do the buds. But I'm not going to show you this because it's just like doing this all over again. So yeah. Now that the butt is done, I'm going to start working on the bottom of the pants. And basically, I'm just going to add 3 eyelets, nothing crazy, and just insert the lace. Pas de soleil, 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 pas de soleil. My pants are done and now I'm about to get dressed. I did my hair already. It's just a regular like wig that I got from Amazon. It is synthetic and I basically plucked some of the hairs to make the hairline, not the hairline, the part a little bit more wider so I can add concealer or foundation, honestly, powder foundation in there. And I did the whole like wig method of like the cap and the ears, all the 9 yards. I didn't show you that part just because it's all over the internet. Like you could find videos of that being done. But if you want me to do a video of me doing the method, I would gladly do so. Just leave it in the comments below. But I just don't want to bore y'all with something that is massively saturated on the internet. My pants, this is the back, and then the front, and then here is the bottom of the leg. So I'm gonna put these on, and just to tell you, with these pants you're gonna have to either wear a thong or no panties at all, which I know like a lot of girls don't like that, but you know, there's some out there that do. And I'm gonna wear racer top because that's what she kind of had on, like a racer top on the thing. I could not find anything that had that 8 on there, so I'm just gonna have to do without. I don't have to make it look 100% like the like it's just an inspiration, inspired. This costume is very much inspired, like Suki's on Fast and the Furious. And I'm gonna wear some platforms because in the picture it really don't show what type of shoes she wore. So I'm just gonna wear these right here, these platform sneakers. So let's get dressed, and then after that I'm doing my face. So yeah. So this is what it looks like. The back, and I'm dressed like Suki. I think it's time to get my face beat like her. Beat. I am dressed like the infamous Suki on Fast and the Furious. I think it's time for me now to get my face done and get it nice and pure and spotless like hers. So let's go. From watching the movie and also seeing pictures, it was just like a pure look. Like she really didn't have like a, you know, like massive makeup and stuff like that. So that's why I'm gonna go for like a dewy look, because she's always working on cars and stuff like that. So she was always like, you know, had that glistening sweat on her. So we are going for the dewy look. So what we're gonna do first is use this dewy Luminex primer, and we're just gonna rub it all over our face. So I'm gonna start doing my eyebrows, which I use the oh, the hair got on. The primer got onto my hair. I'm going to be using this primer from Hard Candy. And it's just, I brush it up. Yeah, I literally just brush it up. Just so you can see the define of the hairs. And I let it leave it, like give it like, I'm gonna use the red. I like to use red to correct my dark spots, which I heard is really good, and it is really good. Like when I put this on, sometimes I'd be like, do I even have to put foundation on? Like it'd be like that good. So I just like to put it all over my face where I know the dark spots are. So I'm just gonna put some of this around my lip because there are dark marks around my lip. I'm literally surprised that my pants worked out for me because I was so scared because I haven't sewn in like 2 months now. I just want to make sure my face is literally like you can't see nothing. Like but yeah, like I'm so happy that my face came out good. There you go. Just gonna add concealer into like my eyes, so like this area. Then I'm gonna just do that. And then I'm just gonna like pat it. Blush to her face. So I'm just gonna make it really like soft and pretty. See? Brows up. Working my eyebrows up. Bomb, right? Me tinted moisturizer on. So sometimes if I want some more coverage, I do mix it with regular concealer, well, regular foundation concealer, right? Foundation, but this sometimes does the trick. And basically fill it in, and just fill it in as I go up. I'm gonna fill it in as my hair grows, in the direction my hair grows. So nothing too crazy. Alright, so we had the blush on to my face. Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to really do nothing too crazy. So, over here. Then again, my little secret blush hack. Just I put on my blush, and all I did was add a little bit more pigment to my face with the eyeshadow and blend it in. So that's honestly just how I get my blush to be more popping, if that makes sense. Because like when I just use this, which I definitely gotta find a blush for me, it doesn't really show. So now that I'm just gonna add like a really light, she had like rosy red lips, not really rosy, they're like rosy on her own, like basically like a natural rosy. It wasn't really like a rosy like lipstick, So that's what I'm just gonna put on. Like, honestly, I would say my makeup is done, and now I'm gonna just finish it off with this dewy coconut setting mist from Elf, and it's just gonna give me that look that I'm looking for, the whole dewy look. So look is legitly done. I just like a little bit of eyeliner. I'm just gonna put a little bit of eyeliner on because I forgot that she does like eyeliner. So it's just like a little, nothing too crazy. There you go. This one looks more longer than this one. All right, there we go. Almost symmetrical, but you get the point. So yeah, so I am the black Suki. If it was a black Suki on Fast and the Furious, I think with a little, you know, we can all be fantasized of who we want to be, and that's my fantasy for this Halloween, is to be Suki, but in my version. So yeah, so here we go. You got a little, you know, not too revealing, but just enough. And there you go. So I think she had like more of a wet look to her hair. Let me see if I add a little bit of wetness to her hair. Ooh. I think it's working. Let me see. Cause her hair was like really wet looking, like always like sweating. Cause she works, you know. I'm not trying to like bag her cause she was a bad bitch, but her hair was always like sweaty looking just because, you know, working outside, you know, doing cars is just outside. They're outside things, of course, because they're on the road, right? So you're just gonna be outside, especially if you work on your own car. You're just gonna have that sweaty, you know, look. So because you're sweating, but the sweat looked good on her. So hopefully the sweaty look good on me. So let's see. Just add a little like. Now I'm gonna put it back in my ears. So I want to thank you guys for watching my video. I know it was a little bit much. I felt like it was a little bit much, but honestly, after you're done sewing the pants and hemming, I don't know why I'm looking. After you finish sewing the pants and hemming the cuts of where you're going to put the lace, everything else is just easy from there. I want to say using the puncher for the eyelets is way much easier than what they give you in that box, just because it's a lot of work. You just cut a hole and punch. But everything that I use will be in the description down below. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next time. And don't forget, you can be anything you want to be on Halloween or whenever. You don't have to just dress up on Halloween. So you can be, let me change that phrase. You can be anything you want to be in your life, no matter what. There you go. This is a little inspiration. So, yeah, see you next time. Bye. Pas de soleil,